And we are rolling. Hello everyone, welcome back to Frank's Aquatics. I'm Frank. I'm not in the camera yet. Sorry, I'm doing the technical difficulties. We really don't have a cameraman. We're working on that. Anyways, welcome back. I'm Frank from Frank's Aquatics. This is my mother, Carla.
Hi.
We are going to be talking a little bit about, God, where did I set it? Sorry. Ornaments, betta bowls, and how they're basically can be or are bad for fish. Now, before I go into detail, I would like to let you guys know that the contest for the 15-gallon that was in the last video is still going on. If you guys don't know anything about that, go back and watch the last video and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Before I continue, I'd also like to give a shout out to Amanda, the Foulmouth Gardener, and Fishboy Lazarus, who have subscribed to me. I will be putting a link down to their channels, both in the description, not because they won the contest, but because they're very cool, and I appreciate both of their support, and I think that they should get a shout out, and they're just very cool, and I appreciate the support from them, as well as my few other subscribers that have subscribed to me. If you subscribe to me, thank you. I appreciate it. Moving on. We're going to talk about ornaments first, and I'm going to let my mother explain the story about how the catfish got trapped in here and basically what we had to do to get them out.
As we started, we showed you the 38-gallon tank with the kissing grommies. Well, my son and this was in it. It was like this. And then we decided to turn it over, so, because he ordered 5 Raphael catfish. And we were thinking they'd have a fun time swimming through all the holes. Well, what we didn't realize was this is plaster Paris and it came out of a mold. And there's a lot of indentations that you can put your fingers in and actually get your own fingers stuck. And we were looking at the catfish and Frankie couldn't find one. And we looked in it and we found that he had been stuck. And if you look at this area right here, he was stuck right inside there. So my son had to turn it down this way, hold it under the water, and break it with a hammer. And not kill the fish. So he cracked it, and then we had to break it with the rest of our fingers so we wouldn't hurt him. He's alive and well, and he didn't get hurt. But Frankie did. On the side of their tails, they have little blades. We didn't know that. And when Frankie went to pull him out, or, try to get him out, he got stabbed with the side blades that the Raphael catfish have on them.
Nicked my fingers a little bit.
What we're trying to say is make sure if you get fish that they go inside, they don't get trapped. Stay with even solid PCP pipe. You can always do a lot with that. Anyway, I'm going to turn you back over to my son. Don't do the ornaments. You can kill your fish. And believe me, they're not cheap. Back to my son about the old adage, the betta bowl.
Yeah, as my mom said, if you guys are gonna do ornaments, just remember to be careful and try not to do the ornaments like that are made of plastic molds. They just don't end up well. As my mom said, I'm gonna get off that and talk a little bit more about these betta bowls. When we first got my mother, her dragon scale male, it says right down, we got him in this, and we got him simply because he was at the very bottom and lying on his side. Now, if you've ever seen a betta and a betta bowl, they're usually not like that. Most of them aren't healthy to begin with because, well, they're in a bowl, and that's like living in your bathtub that you also are using as your bathroom. So, it's just, anyways, these are bad. I really don't like them. I wish big box stores would get rid of them. In fact, there are some companies that have this rack-like system. I think Aquarium Co-op uses them, and basically it's a rack where every beta has like 2 or 3 gallons to swim around in. It's better than a bowl, at least, you know. They should have 5 gallons to swim around in, but they sell them in these beta bowls because they're easy to make and they're easy to contain and they're easy to ship. Well, see, here's the thing. Yeah, they may be easy to make and easy to ship and easy to contain, but they're also very easy to break. And that's one of the problems I have with them. You guys look at here. I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but there's a crack on the bottom. Big old crack. And that's actually one of the problems we had getting this thing home. And no, I did not make that crack on purpose. It was there, and I just made another crack because I hit it, but whatever, I don't care about those things. Basically, if you're gonna get a beta, be very careful and try to be their voice. I really hate those beta bowls, and I just really wish big box stores wouldn't use them. But we do have to be their voice, and betas deserve love too. So if you guys can, try to get the beta, try to be their voice, you know.
Love the beta. Listen, if you get the beta at the same time you get other fish and drop them at the same time, the beta may take to them and you can have a community tank.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that. A lot of people think that, oh, well, I have to get a beta and I have to go by myself, so, you know.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. This is also another reason why you should get a 5 or 10 gallon tank for that beta. You can put other fish in there. Okay, do you want to put like 3 or 4 or 5 fish in one of them little small glass bowls?
No, you don't.
Probably not. Okay, so I'm now going to stop talking about beta bowls and go over to glass bowls in general. Fishboy Lazarus made an entire video about that, and I'll probably put a link down in the description. Basically, they're bad in general. He'll talk a lot more in detail about it, and he'll tell you everything that I did not. But basically, the gist is they're small. You can't put anything in there to maintain them, like filtration, heat, air. You can't do any of that. And if you do, it takes up room. So it's cramped, it's bad, it's not much better than a beta bowl. So I just suggest don't use them.
Save up your money and get a 5-gallon tank.
You'll enjoy it a lot more, and the fish will be a lot more happier.
And you'll be able to do anything to that tank you want to do.
You'll be able to put ornaments in that you actually want, and that won't kill the fish. Remember, don't kill the fish with your ornaments, please.
Especially a beta. You don't want anything that sticks out that will stick to their...
Yeah, that's another thing. If you're going to get a beta, make sure that the ornaments and the whatever you get is not too rough, so you don't damage the fish. Moving on. Basically, you just got to be careful when you're picking out the habitat and what you're going to put into that habitat, because basically the habitat of your tank is going to be that home for those fish for a very long time, maybe forever. Basically, this video is basically about habitat and what you're going to put into that habitat. Just remember, do your research. Do plenty of research. I can't stress that enough. If you don't know anything, if you want to learn, get on Google, get on Facebook, join a group, join a Facebook page. Hey, do something.
Don't overfeed your fish.
That's another thing that we also can't stress enough. Don't overfeed your fish. They may act like they're starving. They're not, I assure you.
We had a problem with our tanks, which you haven't seen yet.
We'll talk a little bit more about that in the future, and it's about food. But we'll talk about that at a later day. Anyways, again, be careful about what you pick. I suggest a 5 or 10 gallon tank for all fish. In fact, I don't even like using them like 1.3 or 3.2 gallon tanks. I don't suggest them. Just get a nice little 5 gallon tank, and if you want, you can modify it to the way you like. Anyways, that's about all I can really say for today. I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you guys are having a nice day. Hope you're staying cool in this nice summer heat, and hope you guys are staying frosty. Anyways, take it easy, everyone, and have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
And bye.